yo, hey, yo, everybody stop what you're doing. Check on your loved ones. Somebody got a Rockaway sweatsuit for Christmas. Yo, hey yo, and niggas pay $18 for it. Hey yo, word to my mother, the Christmas tree better not be up, the table better be flipped. Whoever got this better be inside the same packaging that this suit came in. Whoever got you this don't fuck with you. And somebody, I'm gonna keep it 100. Somebody better have died today. No bullshit. Niggas pulled up with a Rockaway.
How come all the old school black clothing lines like FUBU, Coogee, Fat Albert, Shine John, or whatever, all those went out of style in a black community, but clothing lines like Versace, Gucci, Louis, etc., that's always been popular in the black community? How come every time a black person that makes something for us, like FUBU, for us, by us, every time they make something like that, we give it an expiration date on how long it's cool within our black community? And then you getting roasted for wearing the shit. Niggas get flamed up for wearing FUBU, you know, and all that extra shit. When did that shit become out of style? But you catch a motherfucker out here with Gucci on, Louis on, you feel like he's validated. It's crazy that a lot of black people feel like we gotta buy their clothes to feel like you're worth something or like you doing something. It's crazy because we the ones that make shit cool. So wouldn't it make sense to fuck with a black-owned clothing line? It's their vision. They know our culture. So if we set the standard on what's cool, how the fuck can we make our own clothes without it going out of style? That's crazy. I'm making too much sense right now. I just happen to notice that. That's why I made my own clothing line. Uni Apparel. This me. Somebody got to support the people, so I'm going to do it myself. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody out there that support black-owned clothing lines. We the ones that make shit look cool. Everybody follow suit. They follow our trend, our sauce, how we do shit. How come we can't support our own shit? Y'all validate yourselves by wearing other people's shit. Pretty goofy if you ask me. But hey, what the fuck do I know?
Yo, so we back in here for another edition of F-ya-Motha. And while what he's saying is true, I hate these overarching blanketed statements that people make as it pertains to black people, but I'm going to try to tackle this. He's not wrong. However, there's a however. There's always a however, but therefore, it's always a comma. Most of the people that he's speaking on is ignorant ass hood niggas, right? That luck up on some money or get pimped out of their talent. One of the two. Those are the majority of the people that betray black clothing brands and switch ship and jumped on Gucci or Louis or whatever name brand, Under Armour. Those are typically the niggas that do that. However, the black people that are not of that segment are, you know, corporate and make above average salary. Those are the people that are fools of the marketing, and the marketing done by Jay-Z or Kanye West or whatever rapper is hot at the time that also betrays the brands. Now, LL Cool J made FUBU hot. Niggas made FUBU hot. Everybody else wore FUBU, and they mama, white boys, Asians, it didn't matter. And then the marketing stopped after a few years. It wasn't that FUBU fell off. I'm assuming he couldn't get no more name brand people or like big name people to market his shit. Tommy Hilfiger could, even Tommy Hilfiger actually had a slump. So it's not like white brands don't have their slump. They just find some way to pivot back to the limelight, right? Ralph Lauren for a time wasn't really in style. I think between 1998 and Now let me take that back. I'll say between 1975 and 1997, Ralph Lauren wasn't getting no play. It was a brand that was out since the 70s. So it had about almost a 20-year, like, where it was still selling, but it just wasn't popular amongst blacks until it had a resurgence back in 1997, 98, and then there on, right? It had its time in the 80s. The only people that was rocking it, though, were uptight, stuffy-ass socialite white boys and Wall Street bankers. They weren't necessarily popular, even with the money. It took niggas like Diddy, a couple of Wu-Tang niggas, Redman. Who else rocked polos? T.I. It's some more niggas. I don't know why I'm drawing a blank. Avant. It was a lot of people like later in the 90s that reprised the brand back into the limelight, right? But it had its time from 70, I want to say 75 to about 97. By 18 years, it wasn't like that. What we know is Ralph Lauren and Polo right now, that comes entirely from the last 25 years. So, yeah, you got the people that are celebrities to thank for shit like that, right? Kanye West, Jay-Z, they jumped ship, got back on the Louis Vuitton, Prada, Gucci, Fendi. You have Nicki Minaj, you got Lil Wayne, you got Drake, you got a plethora of artists within the last 20 years that have jumped and ridden on the European brand dick, for lack of better words, right? So they influence the black people that are fools to marketing, and then the hood niggas, they just gonna go with anything that's hot. They got an excess of disposable cash. Let's just say it is what it is. And not only that, I will say for the most part, while black brands are actually, Karl Kani was a good brand, it was sturdy. The white brands are superior in like product. Even though Dior and Louis Vuitton, they make the bags for $57 and turn around and sell the shit for $3,700. It's the same fucking leather, but they've managed to put together a good made product. And like I said, the black products, Sean John, Rocawear, Cross Colors, with the exception of Mark Echo. He even said himself his brand was a disposable brand. He was, if you ask me, the nigga was trying to launder money. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Karl Kani, Cross Colors. The marketing had to be better. They had to update with the times. One thing I can't say about Louis, Gucci, Prada, Fendi, they update with the times. They're not still selling garments that they did from 1952, or hell, Gucci's been around since 1980 or 1883. If I'm not mistaken. They're not still making garments from the fucking 1800s or the 1900s. They adapt with the times. They make more stylish shit. While Sean John actually tried to do that, Rocawear not so much. They made the fuck out of them velour suits. Nobody wears velour no more. Cross Colors, while people still wear t-shirts, they didn't wear them big ass tees no more. Like, they had to be more adaptable to the fashion terrain. And then they needed marketing. At the end of the day, this marketing, you need a spokesperson of a high name. LL Cool J did it with FUBU, but after them shiny ass pants, I don't know what the fuck else they was doing. And I have reason to believe most of those black brands, not all of them, but most of them, probably was just shell companies, with the exception of Cross Colors, Karl Kani, Sean John, and Rocawear. I feel like Jay-Z sold Rocawear just to get the fuck away from Dame Dash. Diddy sold it just to make some quick cash and be done with the headache. However, he doubled back around and bought the shit for $7 million from some Chinese company. So, right, everybody comes to a point where they come back to their senses. I don't know exactly why black entertainers jump ship. Maybe it's because they don't want to devote their majority of their time to just fashion, with the exception of Kanye West. But yeah, the only people that fall for that shit is foolish niggas. whether it be entertainers or the common black person. I've actually noticed that. I'm like, where they could be holding up the flagship, they don't. And to keep it 100, niggas like that, I stay the fuck away from. Black people that do not support black shit, I don't fuck with. That's what really need. When it comes down to it, whether it's entertainers or people you know, when you see a black person that's a fucking sellout, or a person that doesn't have black people's interests, best interests at heart as a collective of people, I don't make the distinction between white people, they do better than black people. No, I like to think that my black people can do the same thing. I know good black people of good moral character. If you're around a bunch of toxic niggas, like I said in the previous video, you might want to get the fuck away from them niggas. So when I run into black folks that just, they don't have black people's interests at heart, they suck the dick of the white people, I get the fuck away from them. This nigga is detrimental and a fool, just straight point blank. That doesn't mean I don't support white people shit, but like too many times we have too often we have these kumbaya niggas that go around talking about, well, why you gotta make a distinction between white people and black people? It's some good white peoples. Those are the people that turn around and say stupid shit like, man, white black people can't do XYZ like white people. And it's like, bro, you actually have to contribute to black people being like white people. If black people were so-called on the bottom of the totem pole economically, then you got to support black people so that we can rise up on the totem. That's how that shit works. Jewish people are not high up on the economic totem pole out of osmosis. They get support. So with the Arabs, so with the Asian people, so with Nigerians, they people support their shit so that they not on the bottom. Nigerian nigga comes up with a fashion design, they ride it. If they not rocking our shit, they still wearing Sean John and G Unit over there in Nigeria. But yeah, they support, for the most part, Asians, they support it. White people, Anglos, they support white people, white made products. Ford ain't selling because it's the best fucking truck in America. It's selling because white men love the fuck out of that shit. So yeah, like that's what we need. We need black people to support black businesses faithfully. And we don't need niggas like Wallow talking about, I ain't gonna support black people just cause you black. You gotta, it's like, bro, okay, we know it has to be good service and it has to be an exceptional product. But the fact that they're black, if you do see that they got that, shut all that other shit up. It's too many black people that make caveats. I'ma support black businesses, but it's gotta be like this. It's like, motherfucker, Asian people support win, lose, or draw. Jewish people support Jewish people, win, lose, or draw. If it's an inferior product or service, they go and they tell them, hey, this is how you could work this out, blah, say Skippy. Niggas don't want to do that. Niggas get charged $57 for some oxtails, don't get a spoon in the goddamn bag, and want to go to social media, oh, I would support black businesses, but they forgot my napkins. It's like, shut your ass up. Straight like that. So, yeah. We just need to support each other. And we also, when we see niggas that don't support black businesses that are black, avoid them niggas. Start making niggas feel like outsiders. Like that's how you do it. You shame them niggas. When you see black people that don't like to read or don't like to support black businesses, don't repost your shit, avoid them niggas. People that don't repost my shit that's black that I know personally, I unfollow them niggas. We not dealing with this shit. You just want to see my motherfucking success progress. Get the fuck on. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I block niggas because you just trying to be nosy. That's what we got to do. That's the only thing there's only two solutions I came to. Support black businesses and avoid toxic niggas at all costs like the fucking plague. In any event, if y'all like this episode, you know what to do, and I'm out.